Hello everybody, this is Tim here again, here with another Boomstick critique review. I figured I would do one of my personal favorites, classic in my opinion, Predator, baby. I fucking love Predator. I'm a big Arnold Schwarzenegger fan. Fucking love Predator. Predator is one of his best movies by far, and a great sci-fi action movie classic. It's just a lot of fun. I know I probably shouldn't even waste time doing a review for this movie because everybody's seen this movie and pretty much everybody loves this movie. But I figured, fuck it. I love the movie too. Why not chime in with my 2 cents? Predator is a classic, baby. Has a great cast. Arnold Schwarzenegger, Jesse Ventura, fucking Carl Weathers, Bill Duke, I believe is the actor's name. Just a great cast. Even fucking Shane Black is in the movie, who directed Iron Man 3 and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, which I love Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. But yeah, you get a great cast. Pretty much it's a team of military men who are going on assignment into, like, where was it again, like Venezuela or something like that. They're in the jungle, pretty much. I'll just say that. But they're in the jungle, but they're all hunters, pretty much hunters or predators, whatever you want to say. And then the bad motherfucking even more dangerous than them shows up from outer space. You see like a launch pod like come from space and land on Earth, and it's a fucking predator creature, which is this cool, badass creature with all these gadgets. He can like cloak himself and become invisible and fuck up people in the jungle because he blends in with the jungle. It's really cool. He can mimic voices and sounds and shit and like replay them and fuck with people's mind. I love that. He's got these big ass claws or blades. One that comes out like right here and the other one that comes out right here. They're like fucking that long. And he can like shank them up in people and take them out. I love that shit. And he collects their skulls, as trophies like a hunter would. Pretty much. So he pretty much comes to Earth to hunt, big game. And big game in this case is these very badass soldiers. Where you get great action movie lines where Jesse Ventura is like blowing the shit out of something, and his friend looks at him and says, "You bleeding, man?" And Jesse Ventura goes, "I ain't got time to bleed." I love that. That's fucking genius writing, man. Genius writing. Great cast really helps this movie. The characters are a lot of fun, especially Schwarzenegger. You even get his trademark one-liners here where he like throws a knife and sticks in some dude and he goes, "Stick around." I love that. I love it to this day. It's so much fun. But then the Predator shows up and starts fucking them up one at a time. He takes them out one at a time. It's more sportsmanlike to take them out one at a time. Jesse Ventura's got the big fucking Gatling gun. He's like laying waste to everything, and but the Predator has a fucking laser gun on his shoulder and shoots and like blows a hole through his chest. Jesse Ventura kills him like that. Another guy's like killed off screen when the Predator shows up camouflaged, and he just runs straight towards him and smacks him, across. You just see him hit him, like impacting him. Blood splatters everywhere. And there's also this girl in the film who is like who Arnold Schwarzenegger and his team have or whatever, because they think she knows like where the troops are, or whatever, the enemy. Of course, she doesn't really know shit, and they think she can't speak English in the movie, but she actually can. And she tries to explain to him, who killed Hawkins, which was the name of the soldier or whatever that was killed by the Predator. Tries to explain to him who it was, and I love Carl Weathers' reaction. And she's like, Carl Weathers is like, she says that the jungle came alive and took him because the Predator was camouflaged and he like blended in with the jungle, so it looked like the jungle attacked him, but really it was the Predator. But yeah, I love Carl Weathers' reaction. He's like, "You trying to say that Hawkins was killed by a fucking lizard?" I love that. But anyway, and so the rest of them get took out like one at a time. It's really cool. Fucking Bill Duke, man, I believe is his name. He is also one of the bad guys in Commando. He's hilarious. Jesse Ventura was his friend, and after he's killed, Bill Duke starts like losing his fucking mind, and he's like running around going, "I'm gonna have me some fun. I'm gonna have me some fun." He's like losing his mind. He's gonna go fight the Predator, and him and Carl Weathers try to take the Predator out, but Bill Duke gets like a fucking laser blowed straight through his head, and blood splatters everywhere. Fucking awesome kill. And then Carl Weathers, man, he wants to go out like a bad motherfucker. He wants to take that Predator out. And he tries to shoot the hell out of the Predator, but he gets one of his arms blowed off. And he still pulls off his other gun, man. He starts fucking going to town and shooting the shit out of it. And it runs towards him and shanks him in the gut, or the chest, I mean, and like fucking lifts him up like that. And it's really awesome. Just awesome scene. Of course, Schwarzenegger and this other guy who got injured are still alive. The dude who gets injured, though, he just gets like his brains blown out from the side, so he gets killed like that. He gets shot to the side of the head by the Predator's laser gun. And then the girl, she gets away because the Predator won't kill her because she doesn't use guns. So the Predator is really sportsmanlike. He won't kill anybody that doesn't shoot at him first, or at least doesn't have a weapon. The problem with the movie, one problem is that there's this Indian dude in the movie who's like really badass. I believe his name is Sonny Landham, and he like gets built up as like this real bad motherfucker. And he gets to this scene where he's supposed to fight the Predator like 101, where he's like ready to kick ass. You could have done more with that. He kind of gets the shaft, but he just gets killed off screen, and you just hear him go, ah! That was stupid. You could have done more with that. He was wasted. That was stupid. But the movie picks up from that really good because you get the Schwarzenegger great line where he's hollering at the girl who's with him and he goes, "Get to the chopper!" I love that. So she takes off. So it's Schwarzenegger 1-on-1 with the Predator. Get the cool scene where Schwarzenegger like slides down a waterfall and lands in the water. He covers his stuff in mud, so the Predator can't see him because the Predator sees body heat. But actually, in real life, though, mud doesn't cover your body heat, at least according to Mythbusters. So he would have been fucked right here. But because he's Schwarzenegger, though, I'll give him a pass because he's a bad motherfucker. So he probably just said, "Body heat covered now!" And he just disappeared, and the Predator couldn't see him. But anyway, so then you get the scene where Schwarzenegger's like amping up. He's tired of this bullshit. His whole team's been took out by the Predator. He says, "Fuck this thing." So he gears his stuff up, gets like these fucking grenade launcher shells, and puts them on the ends of arrows. He's gonna take this motherfucker out. He lets out like a battle cry, and meanwhile the Predator is like using his laser gun to like sharpen his claws or whatever, because he's ready to fuck Schwarzenegger up too, because it's like 1-on-1, baby. They get into a fight where the Predator can't see Schwarzenegger, and Schwarzenegger's like shooting the Predator and shit. The Predator like bleeds like green blood, which is really cool. It looks pretty much like a glow stick. And so the Predator's getting hurt and shit, and but Schwarzenegger falls in the water, his mud washes off, and the Predator's able to see him, and the Predator like fucking manhandles Schwarzenegger by grabbing him by the neck, lift him up, like slinging him against a rock, and it's like 1-on-1, baby. So the Predator's ready for the challenge, so the Predator takes off all his weapons, including his metal mask, and fucking, you see him like, I know everybody's seen what the Predator looks like, but I'm just gonna explain it anyway. See this really cool creature design. I believe it was Stan Winston's team who did the creature effects in this movie. If I'm correct and it was Stan Winston, then this creature looks fucking great. He's got like these mandibles on his face like a crab, and they like open up real wide. It looks really cool. And the Predator has dreadlocks for some reason. I don't know why. But so the Predator has to take Schwarzenegger on 1-on-1, and he's like, Schwarzenegger hits it with a big fucking log, and then he looks at it and goes, he looks at his stuff and goes, "Bad idea," because the Predator just like fucking bitch slaps Schwarzenegger and starts beating the shit out of him. But then Schwarzenegger, like, because the Predator, has enhanced alien strength, of course, so he's like way too fucking strong to lose to Schwarzenegger in a 1-on-1 fist fight. But I would have still liked it though a little bit more if Schwarzenegger would have been like picking up random objects and shit and hitting the Predator with it at the same time while it was beating him up. Like, make him even more of a formidable opponent at the same time. But what we get is still good. You want to make the Predator seem really invincible, though, so it seems like Schwarzenegger really overcomes him in the end. So at the same time, I understand what they were going for. So Schwarzenegger, like, gets down in this, like, little ditch type thing or whatever, and the Predator's coming near him, and he's like, you get the famous line where Schwarzenegger's like, "Come on, kill me! Do it now! Kill me now!" But of course the Predator's not falling for it, and the Predator walks around to the other side trying to come up behind him, but the trap is actually rigged for the other side, so he's like outsmarted the Predator, so Schwarzenegger like kicks this little stick thing he's got rigged, and this fucking big tree comes down and crushes the Predator, and the Predator's like sitting there dying, spitting up green shit, and Schwarzenegger comes over to him, getting ready to finish him off with a rock, but he just decides, fuck it, he's dying anyway. But the creature looks at him and like opens up this little pad, starts like fucking punching in these nuclear codes or whatever. He's gonna blow himself up because he's lost, so he's gonna go out in an honorable, like samurai death way by blowing himself the fuck up and hopefully taking Schwarzenegger with him. But right when the bombs get ready to go off, Schwarzenegger takes off running because he knows what's going on, and you get the famous Predator laugh, which is great. It's pretty much like Sonny Landham's laugh, except like more demonic sounding or whatever, and the Predator's like like laughing like that. Fucking he blows up and the big explosion wave shoots out. Schwarzenegger like jumps over this ridge or something or other, and the explosion wave like goes over top of him, which is kind of a cool, neat explosion effect. And pretty much Schwarzenegger survives. He's like got dirt and mud all over him. He's fucking killed out, and the chopper shows up with the girl in it, and they pick Schwarzenegger up. Schwarzenegger's just sitting there like laid back like he's about to fucking kill over, and then they fly off, and it's the end of the movie. So great movie, great action movie. The action in the movie with all these cool action stars and actors like Carl Weathers and Bill Duke and shit is a lot of fun. The cast is great. Jesse Ventura's awesome with his fucking Gatling gun. The fucking Predator, movie has a great setting in the jungle or whatever. The movie's directed very well. I believe this movie is directed by John McTiernan, who also did Last Action Hero, which is another Schwarzenegger movie I really like and really underrated as fuck. I love Last Action Hero, actually. I mean, well, I really like it anyway. I think it's underrated as fuck, though. But, yeah, he also did Die Hard, which is a classic. But, yeah, as far as this movie goes, it's a great movie. I highly recommend this to Schwarzenegger fans. Schwarzenegger fans should check this out. Action fans should check this out. Sci-fi fans should check this out. And sci-fi, action, and Schwarzenegger fans should definitely check this shit out because it's a blast. 4 stars out of 4, baby. I'll see you guys again with another review.